Hello everyone, I'm Priyanka and welcome back to our channel. Today I wanted to talk about something that's been on everyone's mind over the last couple of years, AI. Everyone's been talking about AI, especially accountants and tax professionals, but interestingly, we still see a huge number of professionals who aren't using AI in their day to day work yet. Some people are still hesitant, some people don't trust it completely, and some others are honestly trying to figure out where AI actually fits within the profession. But one thing that's been constant is the big fear in the background. Is AI really going to replace accountants and professionals, tax professionals? And honestly, when ChatGPT exploded in 2023, this fear has been everywhere. Because just imagine if your job involves numbers, accounting computations, tax computations, spreadsheets, reconciliations, compliance work, naturally people assumed accounting and taxation would be some of the first professions that AI would disrupt. Also because clients at that time started asking, why do I really need an accountant or a tax advisor when something like a chat GPT can give me answers to my tax questions like in seconds? And as someone who's both a chartered accountant and works in indirect tax here in the UK, I remember myself thinking this profession is either about to completely evolve or completely panic. And now, fast forward to today, the reality looks very different from what people expected. Yes, AI is changing accounting and taxation, but it is not killing the profession, in my opinion. It's changing what clients actually value. And that's the big difference people missed. Because businesses don't pay accountants and tax professionals for calculations anymore. They pay us for judgment, interpretations, risk management, strategic advice, communication. Because AI can generate answers incredibly fast, but tax and business decisions are not really black and white. Let me give you an example because I work in indirect tax. Take VAT for example. Two businesses can have the exact same transaction but completely different VAT or GST treatment. Now, why does that happen? Because the VAT treatment or the GST treatment depends on contracts, facts, context, commercial reality. And that's where you need a human judgment. And human judgment really matters in such situations. And interestingly, the data is starting to reflect this shift. To give you an example, there was a recent UK research conducted by ICAEW, which found that even though firms expect AI to reduce some routine entry level work, 83% of them still believe that AI will not reduce overall hiring in this profession. At the same time, something else really interesting is happening. Big four firms are now investing heavily in AI focused roles, training their professionals to work alongside AI tools rather than compete against them. And honestly, I think that tells us everything. This profession is not disappearing, it's not dying, it's just evolving. And I think that's how it's supposed to be, right? And firms aren't saying that we don't need accountants and tax professionals anymore. What they're actually saying is we need professionals who understand both finance and technology. Because what AI will actually replace, if you think, what will AI actually replace? It will replace repetitive work like manual reconciliations, copy paste reporting, basic compliance, data extraction. And when you think about it, that's probably a good thing, right? Most people didn't spend years qualifying just to become human data entry machines. The future accountants or tax advisors will probably spend less time preparing information and more time explaining what that information actually means to a business. So that's why I personally think the most valuable professionals over the next 5 to 10 years will be people who combine technical expertise, commercial understanding and AI literacy. And not people competing against AI but people learning how to work with it. So no, I don't think AI is the end of accounting or taxation, but I do think it is going to be the end of the professionals who refuse to adapt. And honestly, this may end up being one of the biggest opportunities that this profession has ever seen. What do you think? Let me know if how do you use AI in your day-to-day activities, and if you're a tax professional or an accountant, I would be really interested to know what different AI tools you use in your work. Follow for more such interesting content. See you in the next video. Bye bye.